I just recorded. So under labor, you got time based, number one, then result based, number two. Rather, I will not put the name for this because this will be unnecessarily confusing. So I will not put the number. Sorry. This is piece based. So under, no, this is result based. Sorry, I made a mistake. This is result based. Result based. Under that, piece rate. Under piece rate, you got number two. So I'm just trying to write down these numbers. Number three. Then combination of time and piece rate. Under that, you got number four. Emerson, number five. And point system, under that, number six. BDocs, number seven. This is coming under points only, right? Then we got premium bonus. Under premium bonus, you got, that is number 8, Halsey, number 9, Rowan, number 10, Beer, number 11, Barth. So that means 1 is time based, there's nothing else. Under result based, all these things are coming. 2 to, therefore I'll write here 2 to 11. And the last one is group bonus is 12. That's how the structure is. Is it clear? Therefore, let me go to the notes to go through the problem to just understand some of the simple things. So please look at it. Simple rate, time rate. Total wages is equal to actual time worked into rate per hour. Now, when rate per hour differs from worker to worker based on efficiency, it's called differential time rate. When wage rate, that means if each worker the rate is different, this rate per hour, if it is different, then it is called differential time rate. This is called, if yeah. So if this is what is happening right here? Somewhere it's getting stuck. So here, if you look at it, this is what I'm trying to say. So here, this is rate per hour. That rate per hour, if it is different for worker to worker based on efficiency, called differential time rate. When wage rate is substantially higher than the prevailing in the area, so in the area particular rate is given, it's very high, then it's called high wage plan. When wage rate is rate of the time worker consists of two parts, fixed and variable, it is measured day work. So these are all additional things coming under that only. Okay, so coming under that, you are getting these additional things. So coming under that, 1 second, I'll just move this. I was pressing something else on top of that. So coming under, so when there are two parts, if you look at it, two parts, fixed and variable. then you have a issue of when you have, that is called measured day work. Fixed element is based on the nature of job and job requirement, that's job evaluation. That means you can say that particular job two people are doing, there are two parts, one is fixed, that is called depending on the job there is a rate that is given anyway, whoever A B C, that same thing is given, but there is a variable element which is varying for each worker depending on his merit, that is called merit rating. So EP and cost of living index, so that is called, that is a variable part here. Therefore, when the wages are fixed, one is for the job, same people doing two jobs, the fixed part will be given for both of them same. But when it comes to the other part, that is a variable part, depending on his how he well he performs, that is called performance evaluation merit rating. That is the variable part will come into the picture. That is what is the understand. So let us look at the next one. Straight piece, number of pieces produced into piece rate per unit. Simple. How many units he has produced? Piece rate per unit. Next one is what? Total wages for differential piece rate. Under piece rate, as I told you, there are different types of workings. One more of this, you have to find out what is the efficiency. Suppose there is he is supposed to do say 1000 units, 1000 pieces. He has done 1200. Therefore, his efficiency is 1200 divided by 1000. 120% is his efficiency. In that case, if it is more than 100%, he will be given normal piece rate plus 125. If it is below, suppose he has produced only 980 instead of 1000, he has produced only 980. Then it will be only 83%. That is what is the understand. Okay. I'll just close this, otherwise some. Yeah. Now when I use it, I think it will be better. Are you able to see the screen?
No, sir.
You're not able to see the screen. Okay. So then you should tell me, no, I'm on the different screen. You're not able to see this earlier.
Yes.
Okay. So this is what I was saying. In your notes, it is there. Total wages is equal to actual time worked into rate per hour. The rate per hour differs from worker to worker based on efficiency. It's called differential piece rate. When you look at it, it is called differential piece rate. So this is what I'm trying to say. This is called differential piece rate. When it is substantially higher prevailing area, then it's called high wage rate. If time worker wage rate is depending on two parts, fixed as well as this thing. Fixed is relating to the particular job, and variable is depending on his merit, how well he performs. Therefore, what they do is they, for a particular job, anyway he has to be paid so much, whether it is A employee, B employee. But the other is merit part of it is segregated. That will be paid only if somebody is better than the other. Whoever is better will get more. If A is better than B, he will get more this part. Whereas this part is fixed for both of them. So this is a fixed and the variable part. Okay. So it will get cut. You please connect again. If you get disconnected, you will connect again. Huh? Next, what is the next one? Piece rate. As I told you, number of pieces produced into piece rate. Let us move on. Differential things. Differential is what? Depending on the efficiency, the rate will be fixed. Depending on the efficiency, the rate will be fixed. So let it get disconnected. I'll come back and explain that. I think it will get disconnected now. So I'll just wait for 2 minutes and then I'll connect it, because otherwise it will not be clear for you. Efficiency, how you have to find out, we have to see. That I'll explain in a minute. Okay, so therefore, if you produce, suppose standard is 1000 and you produce only 800. Therefore, 800 divided by 1000, right? This is into 100 is equal to 80%. Therefore, this 80% will be below 100. You will get only 83% of normal rate. That is the incentive scheme. If you understand this, all the others are same, absolutely same. Because you just see, rest of the things are very simple. This is how. So here there are various methods of doing it. That's the only thing that they have done. If you look at it, just let me erase this, and you see that it's very simple. Okay, so if you see, the other one is 83% normal. So percentage, if you calculate, you just have to fix it. Merrick system is like that. 83 up to 83 normal piece rate. Above 83 to 100, 110%. Above 100, 120%. That's how it has been done. Okay, now look at the other one. Same thing. Gantt task system, less than 100, that is output below this thing, guaranteed time rate. Normal time rate you will get. Suppose you're going to get so 8 hours, 100 rupees, you will get that rate. Equal to 100, then you will get time rate plus 20% bonus on time rate. So that means you will get an additional time rate plus extra 20% extra. Above 100, high piece rate, which includes 20% bonus for time rate. So that's how the different incentives are given for people to produce more in piece rate. Next one, Emerson, again 66.67% less than, will get guaranteed time rate. 66.67 to 100, time rate plus increasing bonus based on actual efficiency from 0.1 to maximum of 20% on a time rate. Above 120% of time rate plus 1% increase, and so on. So these are things, as the problem comes, you'll have to handle. But mind you, the whole thing is efficiency. If we calculate, you can just fix it. There's nothing much to do. So therefore, all these three are, as we saw here, sorry, Merrick, Gantt, all are efficiency. This one also. There's a Taylor, Merrick, Gantt, and Emerson. All are simple. Only you have to calculate efficiency, you'll have to apply. Now let us look at Bedox and Haynes. There are two system, point-based system. There are, what are the things based on that? There are two parts to it. One is basic part, one is bonus part. What is the basic? Both cases, hours worked into rate per hour, which is basically your standard rate. Hours worked into, if you look at it, hours worked into rate per hour. Same. So, but what comes is the bonus there. How do you calculate the bonus? Bonus is calculated at 75% of points earned into rate per point, Bedox. And for this, some other rates are given. 5/6 into points earned into rate per point for repetitive work. 50% into points earned into rate per point for non-repetitive work. Now here, Bedox, it is B's. The points are based on B's. How to calculate, we'll come to that. As far as Haynes is concerned, it is manits. Manits means man minutes. Same logic applies for Halsey, Rowan, and Weir. See, look at it. Here we have given Bedox and this thing. Here the schemes are given at the bottom. But the basic component, which you talked about, basic wages here, right? Let me. Here, whatever is given basic is put here in a different way. Bedox and Haynes, that is given here separately. Okay, that is given separately. So just change the table in the other way around. So all the cases, the basic component, like here, basic component is same. See, same way here also it is same. Only the bonus changes. So how do you calculate for Halsey, Rowan? Rate per hour into 30% of what? Time saved. So you have to calculate time saved. How do you calculate time saved? Very simple. For a particular job, suppose you are given 10 hours and you do it in 8 hours, which means you have saved how much? 2 hours. So that is the time saved. So time saved into 30% into rate per hour is your bonus element. What is HALC? Again, time saved. If you calculate time saved, it is very simple. Rate per hour is anyway, it will be available. You have to multiply 50% into time saved into rate per hour. ROAN, again, same thing. If you calculate time saved, then you have to do actual time divided by standard. What is your actual time? You have taken actual time 8. 8 divided by 10 into time saved is how much? 2 multiplied by 30. That is the rate. Multiplied by rate per hour. That means here this 50% and 30% is given. Here they are making you calculate that percentage in a particular way. You understand? So these two cases, it is 30% and 50% is given of time saved. But here that part, so you look at it to see this time saved in rate per hour. This part. So this, not this part, 8 by 10 gives you the percentage of 50%. So they are all the same. I'll just write it again. So if you look at it here, this is time saved, 50% and time saved. Here what they've done, look at this. So that means that 50% is calculated instead of 50, something else is calculated here. How do you calculate? Actual divided by standard. That is equal to, in this case, 8 divided by 10. So in the other cases, this ratio is taken as 50% for one, another one is already given there in the calculation. Here it is not given. That's the only difference. So what I want you to do is, I'll stop here. I want you to try, problem number 1 and problem number 2. Problem number 1 and 2. Whatever possible, I am not expecting you to do it absolutely right. I want you to just apply your mind and do something so that we can discuss first thing the next class. That is on Monday. Is it clear? I'll put the recording of this also so that you can, listen to it again. But the idea is that you need to try it out. Read the theory, what I've discussed, look at the video if you want, and try to do whatever. All these things are not there. Only certain things are there asking. In the problem, first problem, you look at it. I'm reading the first problem. Where is the first problem? Yeah. Let me go to the first problem. An operator, are you able to see the problem?
Yes.
Okay. An operator engaged in the manufacturing certain components receives an ordinary day rate of 100 per day of 8 hours. So what is his normal simple time rate? 100 into 8 hours. It's finished. This first part is over. 800 rupees is his time rate. Simple piece rate. The standard output for manufacturing the components has been fixed at 80 pieces. This is standard, 80 pieces per hour. So in 8 hours, how much pieces he is supposed to produce? How many pieces supposed to, in 1 hour he is producing 80. This is standard.
80.
But in 8 hours, how much he is supposed to produce?
640.
640.
80.
How much? 80 into
40.
Yeah. How much is now? How much? That means his standard production pieces is 80 pieces into 8. That is equal to 640. This is standard. But how much he has produced?
800.
800. Therefore, 800 divided by 640 into 100 is what? Efficiency. 100%. This is efficiency. That is what is required for Taylor, Merrick, and all that. For piece rate, what is the simple piece rate? Is very simple. How do you calculate piece rate wages? Piece rate based on piece rate. You'll have to get, you know, the number of pieces he has
Number of
produced.
pieces.
You know the number of pieces he has produced, right? So 800 into rate per piece. How will you calculate rate per piece here? That is not given. Therefore, you have to calculate. How will you calculate? You will have to calculate that the rate. How will you calculate?
Rate per piece.
That you try. You try to find out what is the rate per. It is not given there in the problem. You have to find out. How will you calculate rate per piece? See, try to understand here. What they are saying is that 800 pieces is produced, but we know that if no such incentive is there, he should have produced how many units in the standard units? 80 into 8, 640 units he should have produced. In that case, how much he would have got? 100 rupees. Therefore, the rate per piece, standard rate per piece is 100 rupees divided by 640. That is equal to 0. How much? Piece rate is how much?
0.156.
156. Now, simple piece rate will be 800 into 0.156. That is equal to how much? 125. So see, because of the incentive, he is getting more. Otherwise, he would have got just 100. So if you gave only 100, he will say, I am supposed to produce 880 per piece. Somehow I will manage to produce 650. Okay, instead of 640. But if you give an incentive based on piece rate, see how much he is earning? 125. And the company is also able to produce 800. That's the benefit of piece rate system. Okay. Now, the other one, what they are saying is, next problem is relating to what? Your guaranteed piece rate. So piece rate with guaranteed daily wages, which means what? If what it means is whether he produces or not, how much he will get. He will get 100 anyway. But here is produced 125. Therefore, 125, 800 pieces, 125 will be the answer for this. Piece rate with guaranteed daily wages. That means even if he doesn't produce 800, or even if he doesn't produce this thing, how much he will get? He will get 100 anyway. But here is produced 800, therefore you'll get 125. That's the answer for the third one. Bonus of 45, and from here you try. Okay, all this you try. That will be your homework. So first one I have told you, second one I have told you, third one also I have told you. From here you try. Some basis you have to try. Obviously here also I have explained to you what is your efficiency. How did I say efficiency? He was supposed to produce 640. He has produced 800. Therefore, efficiency is 800 divided by 640 into 100. That is equal to how much efficiency? 800 divided by 140 into 100 is how much?
6.
125%. Now you apply in that in the notes that is given, what is the percentage to be applied, and calculate the similarly low and also. Is it clear? So only this, and try this also if possible. You try this. But if you are able to do it, fine. Okay, only these two. 1, 2. Just try it out. I want you to try it out. So I will close here. So we will end it now.